This is Rob Burke with We the People, and we are here in Kyle today, and I'm here with Kim Porterfield. And what have we've been seeing here, public coming together for education, and the concern is over what the budget is going to mean for the local school districts. And as a city council person, what do you see as the effect that it's going to have? And with listening to the people today, what's that effect going to have on the city?
Well, Rob, I think the cuts that are proposed by the Texas legislature that the House is considering right now could have a devastating effect on San Marcos, not just because of the job cuts and the increased, social service needs that could occur as a result of this, but also because of the future workforce. In San Marcos, we have the lowest per capita income in the corridor and lower educational attainment levels, and education is really the key to our future, and I believe that these cuts will sell short our future, and it's our responsibility to try and work with our local state rep and reps all across the state to try and find a balance in these cuts. That I understand they're tough economic times, but education is not the place to make these cuts. Education is an investment into our future, and Texas and San Marcos in particular will not be able to compete in the economic development forefront, in retaining businesses, in attracting new businesses, if we don't have an educated workforce, and if we don't have enough teachers to keep our schools at the quality they are now and even increase that quality.
Well, what are some of the things that local people can do to get involved to help the school system and to get involved and to, we heard some of it about contacting your legislators, but, what are some of the things that local people can do, and also to help the shortfall and to help support the teachers and to look for ways to save money?
Well, there's a myriad of ways, and like you mentioned, contacting our legislatures is one way, but on a local level, our schools need volunteers. The high school is implementing a new academies concept, and we need people from the business sector, from the university, who can go in and serve as mentors, guest speakers, organize tours, to bring the real world into the classroom. Organizations such as the San Marcos Education Foundation that provides innovative teaching grants to teachers who are going above and beyond the minimal basic requirements that are required by the state in their curriculum. Supporting those efforts of the Education Foundation financially and through volunteer efforts are another way that local people on the grassroots level can support a higher quality education in San Marcos.
Kim Porterfield, thank you very much, and thank you for coming out today, and good to see you, and you have to come on the show sometime. Be with you. Yeah, we're going to get... And I'm here with Juan Miguel, who spoke very well today, and now you are a product of the San Marcos High School, and you now go to Texas State.
Yes, sir.
And you are, what's your career plans?
Well, as of right now, it's kind of, you always see that people in government are more than well paid, but I'd really like to stay local and stay in the area and try and find an employment in San Marcos, and that's why I'm such a big advocate of the school district and the schools in Central Texas, because we all know that an educated population will be one that attracts those high-paying jobs and those well-paying jobs for a community. So definitely putting emphasis on public education, public schools, and the kind of education that a student receives in your community will definitely have a strong economic return for that area.
Now, you spoke today, we're talking about the budget bill, and you spoke today about not wanting to lower the amount of the spending at the state level, and where are some of the other places that you, as a young person, see that money needs to come from in order to fund the education shortfall?
Well, one of the biggest things I know is that today we spoke a lot about state funding, but me personally, I feel that it takes those school board trustees and those city council members to get together and actually look at the budget line by line and say, where can we move funds around, where. Now, while I expect teachers to be trained and educated in the latest and greatest, but really when we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on consulting fees and things like that, that's the money that school districts could find today and now to move towards the class.
So you'd rather see the money go specifically toward the teachers. We focus on the money to the teachers first and kind of have a tier system where, you know, those are the higher priorities than some of the other funding priorities that you're seeing. Is that it?
Yeah, definitely. Right now, you know, we see such drastic budget cuts at the state level and even local levels of faculty and staff losing their jobs. But, I mean, for right now, if we just look at, okay, the money needs to go to paying the staff, paying the teachers, and educating the students. Maybe in 2, 3, maybe 4 years when the economy's better and everything works out, then we can start asking for more money from the state.
Yeah, because now you were there when you went from the older high schools. You saw, you know, the building that was done in San Marcos to the newer high school. And so do you feel, you know, as a student coming up through that they need to focus on any more building, or do you think that they may need to just kind of hold the line for a little while in San Marcos?
Well, I know right now the school board trustees just voted this past Monday that they need to start plans for a $3 to $5 million career and technical education building at the new high school. The new high school costs about $52 million to construct, and it was completed about 4 years ago, the summer after my freshman year. And while I do agree that career and technical education should be a priority, right now with the economy the way it is, with budgets the way they are, I just feel that it isn't responsible to be considering building a multi-million-dollar facility when we're talking about cutting GT programs and cutting art programs.
Well, Miguel, thank you for getting involved, and I hope to see you stay involved in the community. Glad to see that. Thanks for coming out. I'm Rob Rourke, We the People, SMTX.TV.